let's get started today. So I
Okay.
think you're as happy as I am. We are seeing so many leads coming in, like a bunch of reviews. Like, oh my goodness. I was
Yes.
like counting them and I think we're like past 20 or something plus in the last month.
Yeah, I think we're well over 20. Yeah,
Yeah,
in just a month,
it's
which
ridiculous, right?
it's awesome.
And then your Instagram, let me show it to you. Your Instagram's looking a little bit more lively now. We've been posting all this stuff, all the reviews that have been coming in. We have a limit
Awesome.
of like one review a day. So if there's like 3 reviews that come in, you can only
Okay.
post one, just so it doesn't
Yeah.
bombard your system. But yeah, this has been looking great. And then I was looking at your performance on Google. Overall, the best thing I've seen here is that in November's still going. But on October, this is our highest month ever. We've never had this many interactions in your business
Right.
ever. And then take a look at your calls.
Okay.
Your calls already are beating,
I know.
October, right? Like, look at this.
Right.
We were like nothing before, but look at this growth, right? It's so awesome to see. And then obviously website clicks show it to you. We're again at all-time highs in October. November is still finishing off. So out of these, 34 leads that came through the website, I was taking a look at your account too, and we're getting people that are, filling out forms. We're getting people that,
Yeah.
are reaching out. So I'm super glad that all these
Right.
leads look good. People leaving reviews. I hope you don't get too annoyed by all the automations that are headed your way. Yeah.
It's not. I mean, it was a little overwhelming when we first, launched it. It's exciting to hear that chime come in, and then I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
what do we have coming in?
So I saw Frederick filled it out like I think 2 days ago. So I'm glad that you booked him in for an appointment. There's also some other people that I've saw in here that were booked. What's really cool is that some of these people like Lynn Wilson and Jay Hester, they were people that we sent out review requests for. We sent out this review request with the picture. Obviously it doesn't show here, but it shows here for the customer.
Right.
Because he didn't respond to this on October 30th, we sent out another follow-up, right, 3 days later, and he responded. He also needed plumbing help, right? So how much was that deal?
That one was $250, $300, I think.
Perfect. There you go. Just simply by requesting, we got a few extra $100 through the books. And with this customer, every 3 months, let me pull this up. So right here, anytime you finish a job, if you put them in here, they will automatically be sent out that text, and we'll follow up with them over a 3-week period. But also one thing is that they're going to be having a 1-year follow-up sequence. The main reason we implemented this is a lot of plumbers, they do a great job, but the issue is people don't remember. But with this whole system, the goal is we want to build up like a really loyal fan base that just goes to you every single time, right? Like imagine we had 3,000 local customers that always used you, and I think you guys would be set for life. So this system, it helps build that connection with you, and this is to build relationship. We also follow up with the 5-star reviews, so just make sure to fill this out whenever you finish a job. And yeah, I mean, Instagram's looking great. Everything is all-time highs on your Google business page. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Is there anything that we could improve on? We're still pushing it, but I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Right. No, it's been amazing just to see within that first month, what we've accomplished and, how we're ranking and stuff. So yeah. I'm excited moving forward because I know what you said, it takes a few months, like, 3 to 6 months. So within those, approaching the 3 to 6 month mark, we're just ecstatic to see the results and continue to grow our business.
100%. And, I'm just glad that you're no longer stuck with that old marketing company.
I know.
So,
I was just talking to my son the other day. It was like, oh my gosh. He's like, yeah, sometimes I pop in there just to see how you guys are moving up. And he's like, you guys are like, it's amazing. This guy, what Panda, he's like the real deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm so happy.
Yeah. We didn't find him sooner, right? And
yeah.
He's like, yeah, but you know of him and you're working with him now, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, totally. And once we start seeing great results in terms of like SEO and in terms of getting more reviews, ranking you high, then we can start really looking into how to turn you into $1 million business with ads. Like Google ads, Facebook ads, throwing money into there. But that's like later down the road. Let's first get this locked down, get you like dominating Google, and then we can look into like how we can improve from there. So yeah, this is really exciting stuff. I just wanted this meeting was for me to show you this, so I'm really glad that's working. So that's my end. So
I know it's working because our phone's ringing and we're getting leads, through the Insta messaging and stuff through our
100%.
website also. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask if you had a chance to review that email I had sent you of the family friend who was offering or pitching the services for like AI, things like that.
I did, yeah.
Is that okay?
So,
what are your thoughts on that?
Right now, everything that they're offering, we're already implementing into SEO and the back end of your website. I would say the main things that they're mentioning is just making sure that you're ranking in ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, because one of the things is all of our searches are slowly translating to those systems. And I don't know if you've heard, but ChatGPT came up with a browser. It's like called like Atlas. Basically, my guess is in 5 years, there should be a very, very big distinction between people that use, just normal search and people that are using AI search, because AI is going to be just that much helpful. Basically, we are moving that direction. So again, I'm just being transparent as like an owner of an agency and wanting to keep my clients happy. I need to make sure that we're moving in this direction as well, because I can't be left behind, right? So search will eventually become obsolete, but the issue with anything with search, the main thing with ChatGPT is it operates on search, right? So if you like search something on ChatGPT, where is it pulling all this information from? Mainly from its database. But if you ask it to do any research, like what's the best plumber in Roseville, it's going to pull up documents and pull up information from Google and from all these search engines to actually service your query, right? So everything is going to be built on the search engine, but it makes it easier for the end user to like actually get a response, right? That's essentially what AI is doing. Right. So in order for us to actually rank, we need to make sure that we're posting blogs on not just your website, we're posting it on Medium, LiveJournal, Blogspot. I'm sure you saw some of those blogs that we were writing, but the reason we're posting it on these other platforms, even though it might seem like weird, is literally because we want to rank in AI search in Google and also in ChatGPT, because it literally pulls from these sources to really figure out what people need, right? So we've already been doing that. I don't think it's obviously showing a result in month 1, but eventually with enough backlinks, enough stuff, Google should, or ChatGPT and AI should start recommending you as the option to go to. Or at least you should be one of the options at the bare minimum, right? Right. That's the goal. So we need to build out the infrastructure in order to do it. And just building out this infrastructure, you already see like you're getting some calls in, things are looking good. But the goal is that we want to really deepen it so that if anyone searches you locally, or if anyone searches up water heater install near me, not just on Google you're popping up, but also in the search bars you're popping up, like in the search results. Also in AI you're popping up. That's what we were trying to do, so that you like own Roseville, people will go to you, and this is just a snowball effect, because all these people you service are being nurtured. All these people that are being nurtured will always choose to go back to you. You are getting more reviews from all these people, so you're gonna rank higher and higher, because no plumber in Roseville, I can promise you this, are sending pictures with the customer's name on it as a review. No plumber, I can promise you that. And then you're getting the maximum amount of reviews for the jobs you do. So like, let's say any other plumber maybe get like 30% reviews from the jobs they do if they really try, but we're getting like 60% or 70%. So you're doubling the amount of recent reviews that you're getting. You're dominating search, you're dominating AI. It's going to be insane. So that's my goal. And you're nurturing all these leads, they're coming back to you. So yeah, my goal is to keep you guys busy. So
awesome. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the goal, right?
Yes,
Just to keep busy, have that consistency and that foundation
100%.
where we can continue to grow.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, and then is there anything else that I should be working on besides creating like Instagram and Facebook posts? So
I think that's the main thing I want you doing. Instagram, Facebook posts. Facebook group posts is probably the most important thing. Like if anything, I want you to be posting like 4 or 5 times a week in these different groups. So this is like 40, 50 posts a week across different groups. But I know it might sound like a lot, but just building this foundation in all these groups go a long way. Even if you're not getting any results from it up front, it just builds that authenticity. I really try to stay away from ChatGPT when you're creating these posts. Just sound authentic, like, hey guys, how you doing? Just wanted to help anyone that has a leaky pipe. Here's what we do when we fix it. We do this step. All right. Because there's so many tricks and tips that you could use that I know of that you could implement for your own system when sending out to group posts. If you can't post, just maybe tell your son to do it or your daughters. You know, they can definitely help out. But yeah, just try to be as consistent as possible, because building that reputation in those, ideally choose some small groups and some big groups in your local area. And then just keep posting, and eventually people will reach out like, hey, I do have this problem with my water heater, can you help? And then, you know, you'll get it from there. But I wouldn't recommend those as like sources that you will get leads right away and you're like, you're gonna be amazing with it. But you have to build out these ecosystems, because these ecosystems are gonna help you grow into the 7-figure business, right, eventually. Because once you get to a point, you could either hire someone to do all this for you, you could even hire us to do it for you, but you would just basically be posting in as many groups as possible, and then like just trying to do as your best, responding to posts, even if it's not even a post about like plumbing, you just respond like, aha, that was funny, right? And your name, Specialized Plumbing at Roseville, would be there, right? So it goes very deep. But I would say keep up it, try to be as consistent as possible, and then, you know, you want to build up this reputation in these groups, and eventually you're going to get leads from it.
Okay, awesome. I'll make that a priority and start working on that again.
Awesome. I appreciate, you know, you hopping on. I'm glad, you know, you see the results, and, you know, you can see that we're doing a good job, because we're always here to improve and, you know, become better. So yeah, with that being said, have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk later.
Thanks, you too. All right, happy holidays.
You too. Bye-bye.